How's it going, guys? Welcome to Friday's upload. Once again, this is not going to be me. This is going to be an upload of a video response from the bracket videos, you know, from my theme team tournament and such. Those of you that are new here, I'm holding a theme team tournament where you pick Pokemon that correspond to a particular theme, you pit them against the opponent, and then you just have at it. So, today's game is actually going to be a SuperMarioPoke versus, I think his opponent was homerunbase1. Now, SuperMarioPoke is using, you know, something that lives up to his name, and he's using the Mario Brothers theme team, which is, you know, comprised of various characters from the Mario Brothers franchise. And his opponent, I think, it's a little bit of a weird one, but I think he's using something from YuGiOh. According to Chase, it was one archetype, something like that, according to what I'm reading in the Skype chat. So it looks like it's Mario Bros versus YuGiOh. And I hope you guys enjoy. It's going to be from SuperMarioPoke's perspective. So that will do it out of me. I got some TCGO coming later tonight, possible streaming later this weekend. For sure, TCGO coming up shortly after this. And that'll do it out of me. Hope you guys are having a good Black Friday. And I'll see you this weekend and or on Monday.
Hello everybody, SuperMarioPoke here, and this is my round 3 match against homerunbase1 for Elo's Theme Team Tournament, and he decides to lead off with a Jirachi, which is making me kind of nervous because I'm scarfed. I don't know if he is, and I'm afraid of the scarfed body slam, but I'm going to U-turn despite the fact that he would be faster no matter what if he's max speed scarfed, because I am adamant. So adamant or jolly scarfed, you know, timid or modest, doesn't make a difference. He would still be faster. And I just switched to my Brillium on the U-turn because I can put this guy to sleep, I can sub, I can see what he wants to do, and if he decides to switch out, I can put something else to sleep, which may be even more favorable than putting this guy to sleep. So he's going to go ahead and decide, it's not that favorable of a matchup. After 2 defense drops, I could probably do a lot of damage with Seed Bomb. And he's just going to switch to his Luxray as I go for another sub. And I can put this guy to sleep pretty easily. And it ends up where I believe this is a Scarfed Luxray. And getting this thing dealt with early, because I have a Slowbro and I have a Latios, and I don't want to, you know, deal with Scarfed Pokemon. Getting this thing put to sleep is really, really nice for my team. As, once again, you know, I have Latios, I have Scarfed Darmanitan, I have, you know, a Slowbro that I want to sleep with later in the match, so getting that thing crippled is definitely one of the Pokemon when I saw his team that I wanted to cripple with Breloom. Now he goes to Mence as I set up a sub, and that's probably not the smartest play, but I switched to Metal Mario knowing if he goes Earthquake, I know I can live one. If he Dragon Dances, that tells me a lot of information as well, and I want to know if he's Life Orb, but he gets the critical hit, and so, you know, Dragon Dance or Mixed Mends, it doesn't matter, I go down, and that really sucks because I really need to get my rock set up, which I am unable to do so now. But he is going to go ahead and switch out and go into his Jirachi, and this Jirachi set, I'm still not sure what it is, but I figured he can't status me, I want to see what happens, and I Ice Fang thinking he may go to his Yanmega. And that is definitely something, you know, either that or he goes to his Hitmontop. And I figured, you know, Sword Stance for the Hitmontop, Ice Fang for the Yanmega. Yanmega is more of a threat, so I wanted to deal with the Yanmega first as a priority. And so I go ahead and do that. Unfortunately, he subs, and this is a problem. Now, he does have Psychic instead of Hidden Power Ice, and, you know, Bolt Beam combination rather than, you know, Thunderbolt and Stab. And thankfully, he doesn't have the Hidden Power Ice, so that is awesome. But Psychic, it's going to 2-hit KO me, although I do not want him to set up another Calm Mind, or I do not want him to set up a sub on the Protect, as that is definitely not the situation I want to deal with. As, yes, my Glide Score goes down, but I can send in Darmanitan and force him out, you know, try to get damage on something with Flare Blitz, but I cannot allow him to have a free sub as I Protect, as that is definitely not favorable. So he does end up taking down my Glide Score, knowing I would, you know, think that. So great, another great play on his part, and he does not take it as well as he probably wanted it to, but with leftovers, I know I can most likely live another one unless that was, you know, closer to the min damage side of things. So I just take this time, go to Hammer Bro as he goes to his sleeping Luxray, just trying to get a feel for it. And maybe he, you know, maybe he thought it was awake, like maybe he forgot it was asleep. But now he's gonna have to withdraw again, as I can set up a Calm Mind. Now we both have Calm Mind sets. In a normal circumstance, Jirachi would probably win, But I already have a Combine, so if my +1 Combine can break this substitute, then I can win this war. So go for the Combine, and it turns out that substitute fades. So I am free to set up another Combine, or, because he's probably going to Combine as well. And so I'm free to set up another Combine, or I can Scald again, or I can do whatever. I mean, I also have Slack Off, and then finally, Side Shock to deal with special walls like Chansey and Blissey. And which works out really nicely, as Slowbro is, at least in my opinion, underrated, as I don't see it a lot, but it is definitely a threat. And Thunderbolt, it does not do that much. I go for Scald, and it does a pretty nice chunk. I don't get the burn, which is unfortunate, but I figured eventually I will get the burn, and that will definitely mean I can deal with this guy and take him out. Now, he goes for the Thunderbolt. I should probably, I need Slack Up because I know it's going to do a lot of damage, but I go for the Calm Mind, as now I think I can live another one. If he crits me, I'm done. That would be horrible if he gets a crit here. If he gets a crit anytime, it's going to do a lot of damage, because when you get a critical hit, my special defense boosts don't even matter. It uses his special attack boost and ignores my special defense boost. So a critical hit in a Combine War is definitely something that the defensive side of it, wants to avoid. If you're being attacked and you get critted on in a Combine War, you are done. Now, he sets up another Combine. As I'm sitting pretty nice here, I kind of want to Slack Off, so I do go ahead and Slack Off, as I want to be at full HP. And now I can go for Scald. I'm free to go for it. It's going to do some nice damage as he Combines again. And if I get the burn here and confirm that he cannot get another sub and eventually he will go down, I can just Slack Off until he dies. And he is going to die from burn in 2 turns from now, which means, I can Slack Off, or I can Combine then Slack Off. Or, Slack Off. I mean, I could just go for Scald, but I want to have the HP to deal with his Rhyperior and his Salamence, and hopefully, but he gets the critical hit and takes out my Slowbro a turn or two right before I was about to sweep his entire team with with the Combine Slowbro. It's +3 special attack, +3 special defense, max HP, max defense, and it was going to be a fun time. But unfortunately, he gets the crit, which really hurts, as I go for U-turn, mainly just to finish him off. I'm not sure what I need to go out into, but I also don't have a lot left, so I'm gonna go for Ice Beam. Hopefully, maybe he has leftovers, maybe I can live, but he goes Air Slash, over predicting, and he gets the flinch, and I'm like, no, that's not what's supposed to happen. Now you're supposed to get Ice Beamed and die, and then I still have a chance in this match. But now he just goes for Bug Buzz, finishes me off. He's faster than everything I've got, and now my last little saving grace is if he does not have the hidden power ground, and I can take him out. And going for Rock Slide, because then I can always switch to my Breloom if if his Hitmontop comes in. Unfortunately, he does have the hidden power ground, so even with an Air Slash miss, it's not going to make a difference, as I really can't do anything with Breloom to his Ments, and he can always go ahead and keep on getting the Intimidates off between his Pokemon until I'm at -6, and I really can't do anything. So that is the match. Unfortunately, it was a 5-0 loss, and sometimes, that crit just happens, and it was really unfortunate because, once again, it was like 1 turn away, and then it just gets ripped away. And, that's just what happens sometimes. But if you guys know what his theme is, make sure to leave a comment about it. And my theme was, Mario. And anyways, this is SuperMarioPoke. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you guys later.